Okay. Good afternoon. I'm here with Barb Bleiler from WPS in Wisconsin. We're at the IQPC Call Center Summit event in beautiful, sunny today, Orlando, Florida. And Barb was presenting earlier on in the event, and she's been kind enough to join us to chat a little bit about self-service and how it's used by the organization. Barb, can you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
Sure, I'd be glad to. Thank you, Colin. My name is Barb Bleiler, as you mentioned. I'm the Director of Member Services for WPS Health Insurance. We're a health insurance company for the state of Wisconsin, and we specifically provide health insurance for individuals or group policyholders in the state of Wisconsin, but our customers are going to be individuals, groups, agents, and the provider communities. So we have a vast array of individuals that we help and service in the state of Wisconsin.
Super. How large is your contact center?
My contact center is, I have two areas that actually take calls. I have my contact call center and my administrative operations area. So together I have about 110 agents.
Okay, super. That's a good size. And does your organization uses self-service channels, correct?
Yes, we do use self-service channels.
Which channels are you employing today?
The two main channels that we're using today are IVR and the website.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally, our IVR system, we've just actually gone with an IVR system in the last 2 years, and we've gone through actually multiple phases of that IVR system as we kind of grew with the system as we understood how to make it work for us and with us. So
and what the
limitations
and capabilities were within the technology, and then your ability and business rules to align with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then our second one is our website, which is, we've been using our website for over 5 years now. So we've been having that available as well.
Excellent, excellent. So what do your customers do on these self-service channels? What are they, what types of activities are they able to complete? And how does it work? Does the IVR interact with any other technologies as part of that process?
Well, I'll start with our website because that's kind of our main driver. On our website, they're able to see if a particular claim has been sent in by the provider, whether we've processed the claim yet or what status it's in. They can look at the history of what their information is on the system for claims processed. They can look online and actually see their explanation of benefits for themselves or any family member. So they have all that information available together for them. They can ask or change their address if they have to change their address. They can ask for new ID cards, which is a big deal when it gets college time because it's time to send that health insurance card with that student going off to school. So, but they can request their own cards from that perspective.
Right.
They can also look at their own benefit information right online for them. So instead of trying to keep that book in that place or not sure where they put it, they can look that information up online. It actually comes up in a PDF format so they can search. So if I want to know what is my benefit for immunizations, they can search it and it'll come right up and tell them what their health fund will cover for them. Our IVR system then will allow them that same general information. Of course, they can't view documents through an IVR, but they can call and ask if a claim has been received for a particular provider, and if it was received, what the status of it is, and how much we paid on that claim.
And then that's all fully automated because they're just grabbing the member identification, however that's confirmed, and then doing a dip into the database to pull up the status and playing that back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We also have on there some important things that they need to know, such as frequently asked questions that they may ask. If I need to do this or get this information, we have that available for them because we found a number of individuals that may not be as comfortable on the web, but they're okay on the phone. They don't mind talking to an IVR system or getting that information. They just need it there. So we've made a strong position to make sure to put that information out there if that's the media choice that they select.
And are the FAQs the same on the web as on the IVR?
Yes, we've made a point to make sure they're exactly the same so that there's not the potential to say that we're giving more information one versus the other. We want to treat them equally.
Or phrasing it differently and having people interpret them as two different answers, and that would be really confused. And
exactly, and then it defeats the self-service because now they're calling me because they don't understand. The web told me this, your IVR told me that. Which is it?
Yeah, self-disservice at that point, I think.
Exactly.
What impact has the introduction and maintenance of self-service channels had on the call and contact center volumes?
Well, I'll address it twofold. From a customer perspective, it's increased satisfaction because, again, you have that population who want to do the do-it-yourselfer,
Right.
who want the access information. So we have increased satisfaction on the availability of the web information and the IVR information. A large number of our provider communities are really being driven towards getting answers quick. So they have been happy with the going to the IVR system because it's not necessarily limited to giving that information by time of day or wait time. So if the call volumes are starting to get larger or it's a busier period of time, they can still go right to that and get that information right away for them and expedite their getting the information that they need.
Excellent, excellent. And you know, we often hear that IVRs aren't popular with customers, and I tend to think that's because we've all, you know, the ones we've all experienced were the really horrible ones. But you know, but is that even a topic that the customers tell you about? You know, that they object to the IVR when they do speak to a live agent?
There are some that identify that they prefer to talk to an agent, but we remind them that honestly, if they listen at the beginning of the call, they'll hear the first thing we tell them is they can get to an agent immediately or any time. And they tend to glean over hearing that. And so we remind them that we're always available at any time for them. So there is some of that. We have actually on the other side, though, people who are saying, thanks for putting that in because, you know, when I wanted a call to find out if you took care of this at 2 a.m., you know, you don't have anybody there, but I was still able to get my information this way. So now I got my answer and I didn't have to worry about a body being there.
Excellent, excellent. How would you envision self-service options that you're managing today changing over the next few years?
I think with the newer generations that are coming up, we need to be more proactive into their needs. Right now, something we don't heavily use is chat. I think that's something we have to evaluate is chat because I laughed over this, but it's true. Someone said that for the newer generations, email takes too long. And just that premise alone makes me think we are going to have to change how we have our current self-service tools because they're going to want information in a quicker, easier manner. And evaluate what that's going to be.
Well, there are those who have suggested that Twitter will be the new email. You know, we all have sent emails with a subject line and an attachment, and effectively you've got 140 characters and you include a link in there, and you've done the same thing.
I would agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready for that, and we need to figure out how to manage inboxes. But in terms of the IVR, you're running fully speech enabled today, are you? Or?
Yes.
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 Do you use any outbound IVR?
We're not using any outbound right now because being generally the health insurance company, most of our need is coming internally for us. So,
but you're not having to do any mass notifications or anything, so it's not really applicable today. Okay. Super. Anything else you'd like to add on the topic of self-service or self-service channels?
I would just add that I think they're very important for our customers, and I think that you need to take a proactive approach to evaluating what you have available for your customers. And when you think you have something available for your customers, I think you have to take that step back and make sure you're building it for your customers, not for you. And by that I mean make sure that you're getting their perspective either from a usability group or a group of external people somehow, somewhere to evaluate it outside of your circle to make sure that what you're providing really is going to meet that need, or more importantly that you understand what the need is you're trying to successfully satisfy first before you try to make that to it. I think that's going to be the key thing is really, you know, marrying those two together, that you have the right concept, the right idea, and the right solution. Otherwise, you're going to be off kilter.
The right functionality and the right design to make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah. Excellent. Barb, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you very much.